Hi people, TS here. Just doing my preview for our upcoming Premier League game at home against Chelsea. It's going to be a tough game, but it's definitely a must-win game for us. You're looking at the table now. Man United, after socials come in, they've been in good form and they're now level on points with us. Um, and we really need to win this game. We're currently 6 points behind Chelsea, who's sitting in fourth place. Of course, if they win this game, then they would go 9 points clear of us, and if United win, then of course they go into fifth place and they would be 3 points ahead of us in that sixth place position. There's been a lot of talk in the week. I think one of the key downers of this January has been a lot of the talk about transfers and that apparently we can't buy players and we can only loan players due to financial fair play and the current wage structure and some of the wages that certain players are on at the club. And I'm considering whether to do another video about it. If I do, of course, you'll see it if you've subscribed to the channel. So if you haven't already done so, ensure that you do so. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Well, for this video, I'm just going to stick to the game. I'm going to get straight into my starting 11. In goal, but Leno. It's quite obvious he's the first choice keeper, and of course with the news coming out this week that Cech's retiring, I asked in my Cech video, if you haven't already seen it, whether we should go out and buy a second choice goalkeeper or whether we promote the likes of Martinez and Macy. So ensure you check that one out if you haven't already done so. It'd be interesting to see what Emery does in terms of the formation, whether he goes with 4 at the back or sticks with 3 at the back. Personally, I think he might stick with 3 at the back, so I'm doing my preview and starting 11 with predicted back 3. I presume the back 3 will be Koscielny, Mustafi and Sokratis. I know Mavropanos is back from injury and he played 75 minutes against Man City for the under 23s, but I don't expect him to be brought in for this game, so I do believe these are the guys that will be part of the back 3 for us. As the right wing back, I would go with Bellerin. Of course, he's back from injury, came on off the bench against West Ham, and he's fit now, so for me he has to play. That's no disrespect to Maitland now, but Bellerin offers us a lot more, and we definitely missed him when he was out injured. On that left hand side, I'd go with Kolasinac. Again, he needs to have one of his better games in this game. He really needs to be driving forward, pushing forward. I know he needs to put in a similar sort of performance to the one he had when he first came back from injury, and we played that game against Liverpool at the Emirates when he had a really good game and he was playing left back that day, not left wing back. So if we can get another similar sort of performance like that out of him, we'll definitely get the best Kolasinac available. In the middle, I'll go with a midfield 2 of Torreira and Xhaka. Talk is that Torreira was on the bench for the West Ham game due to the amount of games he'd played recently, but still, either way, he's our top guy in midfield and we're going to need him for this game. I expect him to start straight from the beginning, and alongside him I expect Granit Xhaka. As much as I think Guendouzi's got the potential to grow into a good player in the future, right now he's really not ready, in my personal opinion, and I would be going with Granit Xhaka in this game. Just in front of them, a guy that's had all the talk about it would be Mesut Ozil. I'll go with Ozil. I know there's all this talk about whether, apparently Emery wants to sell him. Apparently there's talks about him wanting to go on loan. And my thing is, he's on 350k a week, and my personal opinion is I think we need to play him. He needs to be in the side. Unless anyone's going to come in and put in a major bid to buy him, I think he has to be playing on a week in, week out basis. We have to ensure that we get the best out of him. But if he does come back into the team and plays, I don't want to see him with the captain's armband, because one minute there's all this talk that he's not wanted, etc., etc., and the manager, is kind of tearing into him. Then the next minute he's back and he's got the captain's armband, which is it's a bit confusing if you ask me. Obviously, Koscielny's back, so I highly doubt Ozil, if he's in the starting line, that would be given the captain's armband. But it's one of the confusing things about the several captains we seem to have at the club. But for this, I'll definitely be going with Ozil in that number 10 role, and then up top I'll be going with Aubameyang and Lacazette. Now there is talks of people to say maybe you start one and bring one off the bench. Personally, the way we're defending, we need to start the pair of them, and we need to go at Chelsea from the off. When we play them in the reverse fixture at Stamford Bridge, if we put away our chances, we would have won that day. And similar to the West Ham game, I know a lot of people say we didn't create much. We did create a few chances. We've got to put our chances away. Aubameyang and Lacazette, they're two top quality strikers, and they have to be putting their chances away. Simple as that. You know, Aubameyang is up there in terms of top goal scorers. If he put away a lot of the chances that he's missed, simple chances that he's missed, he'd be flying at the top of the top goal scorer list. So I feel any chance we get in this game, we have to be clinical, because that will be the difference in this game. A chance that if we get 5 chances and Chelsea get 5 chances, likely possibility is that Chelsea will probably take 3 out of the 5, and we might only take 1 or 2 out of the 5, which is going to be quite vital. So every chance we get in this game is going to be very important, and we're going to have to be clinical to get a result. I do think it's going to be a tight game, but I am actually quite optimistic. I think with everything going on at the moment with the club, I think the players will definitely want to put our message on the marker. I think it'll be a close game, but I do think we'll win it by 2-1. I think that us being at home, hopefully if the fans are up for the game, that might provide an advantage for us. Of course, if the fans are down and they don't provide the right atmosphere in the ground, then of course it can affect the players. But I do think we'll win this game by 2-1. Not going to go with who I'd have as the goal scorer. I'm not feeling that optimistic. If I am, I'll probably throw in a cheeky bet. In terms of the players that I'd most likely expect to see on the bench, you got Cech, Lichtsteiner, Monreal, Ramsey only on the bench if, of course, Özil's starting. If Özil's not in that starting lineup, I'd expect to see Ramsey there. Also, Maitland, Niles, Iwobi, and then Eddie Nketiah. That would be my bench and starting 11. Please feel free in the comments below to let me know what your starting 11 would be, what formation you would go with, and your predicted scoreline. And like I said before, if you're new to the channel, ensure that you subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the details are in the description below. And that's all from me for today, and I hope you all have a good day.